Ken Trahan with Lenny Vangilder. It's our First NBC Bank weekend preview brought to you by First NBC Bank with all of the locations imaginable, 39 to be exact, throughout Louisiana, Florida, and growing. That's First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNOLA.com. And, of course, LSU on Thanksgiving night against Texas A&M. Ed Orgeron's going to meet with Joe Oliva on Friday. That really is the storyline here, other than which Minor Bowl LSU is going to go to.
Yeah, look, we talked earlier in the week about the Florida game and the chances that they had. And, unfortunately, they were not able to get that 1 yard because LSU would probably be playing for a Sugar Bowl berth had they won that game. That said, sure, where will they end up, remains to be seen. It'll all shake itself out after this. But obviously the story is who's going to coach the next game for LSU. We know it's going to be Coach O Thursday night. Who's going to coach the bowl game? Who's going to be the coach in 2017? That's what is obviously the story. We don't want to bury the lead and focus too much on the A&M game, although you got to look at their situation too. Could Kevin Sumlin be out with a loss? There are a lot of trees shaking in the state of Texas right now with the Charlie Strong situation. How does Tom Herman figure into all of this? Baylor's got to hire a coach. The reports are they may hire the SMU coach as their new head coach. So a lot of things happening just in the state of Texas. Boy, it's going to get interesting in terms of the whole college football train of head coaches and where everybody's going to stop when it's all said and done.
Kendall Beckwith will not play. Donnie Jefferson of Endicott will get the start. And then, of course, Leonard Fournette, we'll see. With regard to Tulane, they're at UConn to close out the season. It can't come fast enough with the way the Wave has struggled over the past month and a half. And this is a game with two teams that are really struggling.
First 1 to 3 wins? It could be. I mean, this was a 7-3 game last year, played in a driving rainstorm at Yeoman Stadium. It's going to be cold on Saturday and at UConn, but, yeah, two offenses that have really struggled. Tulane got shut out last week. UConn got shut out the last 2 weeks. So first one to score perhaps may prevail in this one.
High school football, great weekend, and the state quarterfinals on the non-select side, the semifinals on the select side. So some teams will get to the Dome this Friday night via victories from wherever they may play. And we've got a couple of games to tell you about. One right here on SportsNOLA.com that we think you're going to enjoy immensely, and that is the defending Division II state champion, Parkview Baptist, taking on the number 1 seed, unbeaten De La Salle from Joe Yenny Stadium. This is a great matchup, and it's one of those where, as I've said before, I really think this is a testosterone game. I think it's whoever's tougher up front is going to win this game.
And a lot of storylines here. Parkview has been a perennial power in this state, especially since 2000. They've won 5 state championships in that span. They've never won back-to-back, though, so they do have that to play for. De La Salle has never won a state championship, hasn't even played for a state championship since 1961 when their star was Malcolm Butch Coco. I did that for our friend Mr. Berthelot, by the way, because be sure to mention that Friday night if you're watching with us at SportsNOLA.com. Ken Berthelot, Wade Kaiser on the call. Tune in. It should be a really good matchup.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Should be terrific. And, of course, on radio, the original Friday night from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. on WGSO 990 AM, WGSO.com, and the original network of stations around Louisiana. And within the original, we'll have a game broadcast as well. Number 1 seed Trahan in Class 5A hosting number 9 seed John Ehret in a rematch game. So you can listen to the game within the show and get all the scores courtesy of SportsNOLA.com. It's another rematch game.
And it should be a good one. First one was 21-7. These are clearly, from day one this year, these were two of the best teams in 5A. You never know how the records and the seeds are going to shake out. This is the kind of game that when you looked at it before the season, you wouldn't have been surprised if these two teams ended up in the Dome facing off against each other. The way the brackets fell, they're doing it in the quarterfinals.
Basketball, the Pelicans at Portland Friday night. Then they play at Dallas on Sunday. Strange West Coast trip, just one game. Again, we talked about it earlier in the week, but a weird scheduling situation. And, of course, trending upward, getting Drew Holiday back. They figure to get Evans back sometime soon, probably in early to mid-December.
Yeah, and look, they get healthy, and that helps, making some moves as well, just trying to shore things up. If you're ready to jump off when it was 0-8, obviously things starting to trend back a little bit, but they've got a long way to go to get themselves back into the discussion of the playoffs at this point.
And the New Orleans Saints at home against the Los Angeles Rams Sunday at noon. 4-6 teams. Rams struggle mightily offensively. Saints have had challenges on defense, so they've been better of late. Kicking game's been the biggest problem for the Saints. And, of course, the underlying storyline is Greg Williams of the Los Angeles Rams coming back to New Orleans.
Yeah, that And I'm going to be interesting to see just what happens with special teams on Sunday. The Saints making a move earlier in the week to bring on a new special teams coach. And what does that mean, perhaps, for the future of Greg McMahon? He's been around here for quite a while, has been an institution on Sean Payton's staff. What does that mean for his future? Look, we've seen it done. Kind of did it with Dennis Allen last year as a defensive consultant, ended up parting ways at the bye with Rob Ryan, and Dennis Allen became the defensive coordinator. Is this the beginning of the end for Greg McMahon? We'll see, but we do know this for sure. Special teams have to play a lot better than they have the first 10 weeks of the year.
No question about it. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We deeply appreciate your support and following SportsNOLA.com on a regular basis. Believe me, we deeply appreciate it, and we hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday and give thanks for all that we have. We deeply appreciate you, and I hope that you appreciate what we bring to you. Lenny, it's always a pleasure. You have a great Thanksgiving as well.
As to you and yours, and again, to all of our viewers and readers out there, happy Thanksgiving. We are very thankful for you.
That's our First NBC Bank weekend preview, brought to you by First NBC Bank with 39 locations throughout the New Orleans area and beyond. That's First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNOLA.com. He's Lenny. I'm Kenny. Have a great weekend, and God bless you.